Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Just Talking with your anonymous host. Today, we're going to be discussing a subject that I hold dear to my heart, and that is why men are not allowed to have preferences. On my Facebook, I post things about what I love about women and the things I don't like about women. And so, something led to something of me thinking, well, when I turn 40, I'm going to go ahead and not date seriously. I've given 20 years to women, whether it was fun times or bad times, but I'm tired and I want to live my life and do what I want. And so I've gone on dating sites. I've been very honest with women, and I came to the conclusion that women don't like being in an even playing field. And I'm going to give you examples of why I think that, in particular to dating. And so on my dating profile, I was very honest. I wanted to keep it real because I don't want to play games. I want to get straight to the point. I want to get what I want and give you what you want without any drama or strings attached. And that's where I'm at in life. So I'll read to you what my dating profile is, and I'll tell you the opinions of women who have read it and men that have read it. So in the sake of having a decent relationship or having a situationship, that's kind of what I said. So, the first thing was, in order for you to date me, I have these set of rules. And if you want to be in a situationship, I have these set of rules. And if you don't know what a situationship is, it's friends with benefits. And that seems to be the more popular thing versus dating. A lot of people don't want to be held down anymore. A lot of people don't want to date. They just want to kind of get what they get and leave. Some of us are still committing, and that's good for you. But I'm not in a place in life where I want to do that. So, we can't date or have sex. In the order for us to date, you need this. So in order for you to date me, this is what you need to bring to the table. I feel like it's completely fair, but women seem to not agree with this. So here it goes. Number 1, make close to what I make as far as funds. I'm bringing something financially to the table. I expect for you to bring the same to the table. It seems pretty fair, right? And I say this for a couple of reasons. If I were to date someone seriously and say we were together and I lost my job, you should be in a position where we should be good. And vice versa. If you lose your job, I should be able to take care of you for whatever amount of time. It seems fair to me. And then that way, I don't have to worry about you needing something financially from me or vice versa. I'm just keeping it fair. Number 2, you must have your own place, no roommates. I'm 40 years old. There's no reason why I should date someone and go to their apartment and they have 3 roommates. And I don't like that for several reasons. I've got to deal with entertaining the roommates or whatever. If we're having sex, we probably have to be quiet, or we have to hear them having sex. I don't know. It's not really the more optimal situation. I'd rather be in an apartment alone with you if we're going to do things like that. Or maybe we're on the couch watching movies. I don't want your roommates to come out, walk past the TV, or hang out with us. I'm not feeling that. Number 3, no young kids. Prefer no kids. So the thing with women having young kids, they're single moms. And I have an episode that I've uploaded about this subject, about their time limitations. They've got to get a sitter. You've got to plan out far in advance for them to go out. A lot of the times the sitters flake or something happens, kid gets sick, hurts themselves, and they have to cancel the date at the last minute. So you've wasted a week or 2 weeks waiting for this amazing date and they can't do it. So that's no fun. Number 4, you must have a car. I recently dated somebody who did not have a vehicle, and I found myself always having to pick them up when we go out or for them to come to my house. The last thing I want to do is pick you up late night. We have sex. I'm tired, but I have to take you home. I just don't like that. And then number 5 are 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 below. And that below is the situationship qualifications. So in order for us to be in a situationship, which is something I prefer in my life now, I no longer am seeking a serious relationship. What I prefer are these set of rules. Number 1, be attractive. I'm looking for women who are 7s and up. Before my 40th birthday, I can care less about what you look like. But now that I don't want anything serious, I want the best I can do. My newfound confidence and believing in the red pill tactics, it has enabled me to understand women a little bit better and get what I want. Number 2, know how to party. You must know how to have fun. I love having fun. And that's all that's to it. Let's go out. Let's drink a little bit, have a little fun, whether we're having sex or not. I just want to have a good time. Number 3, pay for your own Lyft or Uber. So if we're drinking and I have to Uber back home, or you Uber or Lyft back to my place afterwards, I don't want to pay for your Lyft or Uber. I don't want to do that. I want you to be more responsible enough to be able to pay for your own Lyft and know what it is. I love that. Number 4, dress sexy. If we're going out together, I want to look good, smell good. I want you to look good and smell good. There's nothing worse than going on a date with a chick who's wearing jeans and tennis shoes. It's just not hot to me. I want to have a great time, aesthetically and mentally, physically, and all those things. So, number 5, have confidence. I love women with confidence, and I know women love men with confidence, and that's something that I've been finding out a lot more recently. And number 6, have an open mind, because I like doing kinky shit. I like doing wild things. I like doing random, spontaneous things. And you have to be the type of person that's not going to tell me no or be prissy about it, or, just be cool. Have fun. That's what I like. So I put that on my dating profile. It was met with mixed reviews. There were women that probably read that and did not contact me after that. And then there were women that did contact me only to say negative things and say, how dare you want to know what I make? Yeah, that's none of your business. And I have kids. That doesn't mean that I'm not a good person. And they took a lot of negative things from that. But what I got from that was, because you are not on that level, it makes you upset. And I know this because I've had other women that totally agree with that. It was only a small group of women that agreed with it, but they understood what my point was. My entire point about that was just being fair, because we live in a society where a lot of women just feel like all they need to do is to bring to the table are their looks and pussy. A lot of the times they just think they only need to bring pussy to the table. And for me, I need more than that. Especially if I was to date you seriously, I need to have that mental connection. I need to have those great conversations, mental stimulation, and all those type of things. And so we've elevated women to a point to where we're giving them a ton of likes on Snap or Facebook or Instagram, and we're following them on Snap, and we're doing all these things where it just seems like we are more interested in what they have to offer physically. And so we chase that. And so I don't like doing that. And so I'm not going to chase anybody, but that's just where we're at. So when you ask a woman to bring something to the table equal to what you're bringing, it's a problem to them. It's very bizarre. It almost seems like they want to be in a situation where they can take advantage of you. And so I'm not going to let anyone take advantage of me. So I put those words out there. I kept it 100, and I was very honest. And what I love are women who keep it real. And they're also very honest. It's very, very hard to find women that are honest, that will keep it real with you. I don't know about how women feel about men, because that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm really just here to talk about my experiences with women. And in my experience, it seems like whenever you tell a woman you want to be equal, you want them to bring something equal to the table, they have a problem with it. Every single time. It doesn't make any sense. Why don't you want fair? You come into the relationship or the situation saying you don't want someone to dog you, you don't want them to treat you a certain way, but when the tables are turned, it's a completely different situation. It doesn't make sense. It's quite perplexing. But that's kind of what I'm here to say. I just want to say that men are not allowed preferences. Whenever I say a preference and there are women that don't fit it, they get very angry about it. And sometimes my feelings have been hurt sometimes when I see something where they're saying some things that kind of might pertain to me, and it just sucks. Someone might say, oh, if you're not making 100K, I can't mess with you dudes. And then it's like, okay, cool. That sucks. I'm a great guy and you're going to pass me up because I don't make 100K. But at the same time, it's preference. You cannot be mad at that. I've actually seen women, and I laugh about this every time. They say, oh, I can't find a good man, and I want a guy who's a lawyer or a doctor who's making all this money. But then I ask them this simple question. Are you making 100K? Are you a doctor? Are you a lawyer? Why would an attorney or a lawyer or a doctor or someone who makes a lot of money be interested in you? Oh, because you look good? Because you have a pussy? Those things are only going to keep a guy for so long. And if you're looking for someone who makes money, odds are they're pretty smart. So they're probably going to catch on to what you're doing. And some guys will actually trick. They will. They'll give all their money up. They will blindly go into something just based on the fact that they're attracted to her. And so I broke that spell a long time ago. Like I said, I prefer to date women who are not that attractive as far as dating seriously. Most of my best relationships I've ever had were with women who weren't that attractive. And so that's my comfort zone. It's not about the fact that I know I can get them or it's easier. It's nothing like that. It's more of the connection and the fact that I feel more comfortable being around them. I feel like they're a lot more interested in me. I feel like I don't have to skate on eggs or eggshells. I can say things, I can fuck up a couple of times and they're okay. But when I'm dating women who are really attractive, I can do any little thing. I've been in situations where just recently I was dating somebody and I had to go to bed early for a meeting the next day. And she didn't like that I couldn't talk to her for 15 minutes before she went to bed. So she sabotaged our relationship after that. For 3 weeks leading up to that, everything was great. Everything was good. But she was a very attractive woman and I don't expect anything less. But since I have the mentality that I don't really care anymore, I'll talk to you. You don't like me anymore? Fine. I'll move on to the next. I date multiple women at the same time. I'm probably talking to 5 or 6 women right now. 3 of them are on their way out. 3 of them are on their way in. And I'll keep that rotation going because I like having fun and I love just doing me. I love living my life. But we're not allowed to have preferences. There are things that I like and things I don't like. And people will have a problem with that. And that's just fine because they'll have their preferences. They might not like a tall guy who's skinny with a high voice or crooked teeth, and that is fine. That doesn't hurt my feelings. But there are women out there that do. They'll love my confidence. They'll love that I have my own things going on, that I'm responsible, caring and loving and all those good things. And, everyone picks up on a different vibe. I just try to keep my vibe right up here, and hopefully you keep your vibe right up here as well. But that's the end of this episode of Just Talking. Thank you for listening to me, and hopefully you agree or disagree. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Thank you very much.